What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at base Kaka, the 87 Brazilian. He has got two other versions, an 89 and a 91. Mid is in progress. Prime will be later on this year, I believe December, November time. But in terms of this Kaka, 5-star, 4-star, right-footed at 6'1 with a high medium. We have got finesse and flair as his two traits. And stat-wise, we're looking semi-decent. I feel like he definitely gets better over time. I do like the pace, the dribbling on this card, as well as a bit of short passing and some shooting. The chem style that you're going to go for with this guy is going to be a wonderful, wonderful basic. Really? Okay. I really wouldn't have expected basic. I don't even know how to put that on. We'll figure it out. There it is. So basic, I really wouldn't have guessed that. 13 votes. I would have kind of gone for maybe the Hunter style. Because basic gives you 91 pace, 81 shooting, 86 passing, 94 dribbling, and 69 physical, which I don't really need too much on the dribbling because he's got relatively good throughout. Passing wise, yes, I agree, could have a little bit of an impact, which we'd like. But again, I would be more than happy to go with that Hunter, which personally would give you a whopping 96 pace, 86 shooting. I want this cam, especially Kaka, to be as far up the pitch as possible without necessarily being a striker. He is most definitely somebody you want in the kind of end zone, giving the balls to the striker and taking pops himself. So with that Hunter, you'd get the 96 pace, which maxes it out pretty much, takes him to controlled, which is always okay, and then you'd get 87 finishing, 86 shot power, as well as 93 volleys, 91 penalties, and 86 positioning. For me, that would be perfect. We've got a good amount of passing. Obviously, the long passing, I'm not too fussed. Keep it short, keep it nice and clean, as well as then having the dribbling, which with the 5-star skills is going to go quite nicely. So I don't quite get the basic. I don't know if that's just a little amount of votes. He has no alternative positions. He's coming in at a whopping 538k. Let's see if he's worth it. The one thing I always forget with Kaka is how tall he really was. He just didn't look that tall. We're getting a ball in, little 1-2, nice and short like I said. Can we get a Travella from here? It's a good block from Cap de Villa. He's passed it straight back. I have seen a few people use Kaka in loan version and obviously in champs. Obviously some people's teams are either that goated, but he most definitely ran the show really, really well as we find him here. It's a cross goal, and that just makes it look easy. Honestly, I do think this card, and any Brazilians to be honest, I've really do have a nice thing for any icon Brazilians. They just tend to be better than most. I don't know what it is. It is just because they're Brazilian. Some of the players are absolute next level, as well as then getting some of the heroes in Lucio. Cannot wait to make that full Brazilian team at some point. Kaka on the run. He's going to try and duke out as much as he can, as he is still an assister of the game. I really just went too far forward with that one. There it is. Gone for a very, very slow Travella. Oh, that is beautiful from him. It's a beautiful keepy up. He's managed to go round him. We've got El Jabber on the left. Kaka's in the middle. He's going to bring it across. Little header. And, to Stegen with the save. I actually don't think I've scored many headers whatsoever. And that would have been a stunning one from the Brazilian. Lovely. One more. Little scoop into the right foot. To Stegen with a save again. He's finding him through. Can we go for a volley? And Kaka making goals look incredibly easy already. Absolutely fantastic card. And this is what I mean by having him in that very, very attacking cam role. I don't really want him coming back. We've seen him constantly moving up the pitch. Going to go for the left foot this time. Wanted the right across, but he is just very good in that forward role. I don't think he's necessarily a striker, even though finishing wise he's probably as good as. I just prefer him in that cam role, as then I can kind of have that assist in play if I don't have the strikers kind of ready going. Into Kaka again, looking down the line if we can. He's going to try and find him back. Goes across with a left. Again, looking at it, he's just absolutely a force. Always hanging on that edge of the box, ready for the ball. And that's a very good counter he's going to have to try and maneuver. He's going to try and chip him. He's going to come across goal, and it's a great save myself. Good interception from Kaka. Again, just, you can oh, that's poor. I was about to say, you can basically have a little surprise with his attacking because he is very dribbling orientated. You definitely can have that ability where if you see him just going one way, he's got the quickness to just completely shift everything and go the other way, and that is where the agility balance really comes in. A 5-star dribbler is always going to have that ability, which is absolutely perfect to the start of the game, where I think a lot of people almost they basically show their card before it's dealt, to be honest, and we can see that absolutely a mile off here as Kaka's tried to put him through, just getting Lucio's foot. Kaka again. He sees Muriel making that run. He's going to try and ping it, but Rabiot is on him like an absolute rash. One more into Kaka. Again, he's looking for that option if he can. He goes for the shot himself, and ter Stegen makes a good save. There it is. Left foot across goal, and oh, he was going for his hat-trick. Kaka again, looking for the ball in. He's kept it. Still kept it. Couple of step overs. Finds himself inside. Goes for the big fake and goes for the right foot. And ter Stegen again with a massive save. Looking for the ball. I was going for Al Jabber. I don't know why he's gone the other side, but he's going to find the heavy attack on the go here. Kaka trying to bring it back. Like I say, defensive play is just not even in his caliber, to be honest. He is very much an attacking mid, not necessarily a box-to-box either, as he finds the pass across, and it's a solid defensive save. Kaka making the dying run here. Oh, what on earth is Al Jabber's run? I was looking for him straight forward there. He might have been able to get something, but unfortunately, he absolutely fluffs it. Kaka looking for the ball. He's looking for that Al Jabber run. It's an absolutely stunning pass. Can he make something of it? Al Jabber's gone for it. It's a solid assist and a beautiful goal from Al Jabber. Back in the middle for Kaka as we find the ball. It's stunning into Kite. It's going to run past the defence. Big ball across and just no mustard at the end. But Kaka has been absolutely stunning in this game. Flawless in every aspect. So going into the overall for Kaka then. He's coming in 87 rated, 538k. Pretty much the same. He will fluctuate up and down as we see 550s being listed as well. Depending on obviously what time of day, week, month you're actually buying him. I think to start with, this card is absolutely brilliant. His mid is coming in just about the same. I feel like he is personally kind of the same sort of card. He's lost a little bit of pace, nothing too crazy, but he has gained some shooting, which is always nice. And the prime, I think, is a nice upgrade once we get that out. But in terms of Brazilians and cams at the moment, we've got a lot of top-end cards right now, which is always perfect. You obviously got Rivaldo as well. Socrates is going to be a nice one. And I think, again, the meta for the new gen of Lengthy is going to play a part in who you're choosing for your cam, or if you're going for more of a centre-forward sort of role. I think Kaka definitely is more of your attacking cam rather than necessarily your box-to-box. I don't personally think he can play that in the slightest. Defence is far too low for that, and I do think he may be a little bit out of his comfort zone being a striker. Definitely at the start of the game, you could play him there because defenses aren't the greatest, but now we're starting to see players with more shape, more tactics, better teams. He's slowly going to be going back into his cam role, which I think is what he plays perfectly. I personally think we see down here, we've got the basic with 13 votes, and it's taken 38%. It's only got 13 votes in total, so I personally think that is just a squiff data right there. I don't think that is a fair reflection, because if we look at the basic, again, it does give you the overall feel. I just think the Hunter is going to be a much better suited one for it. You get the pace absolutely maxed out whilst he's got controlled. That's going to give him the best opportunity for pace as he's not lengthy. Then you get more on the shooting, so when you're playing that high attacking press cam role and you are wanting shots, he's got the ability to do it. Yes, he's not necessarily got the long shots, and that is why it's more vital to get that finishing and shot power even more up. We've already got great dribbling on him. He's a 5-star skiller, so he's got that agility in him. Passing wise was good enough. Definitely not looking for the long balls anyway. A couple of through balls here and there is not going to hurt him. He's got great composure on the ball, and I'd say at least 8 times out of 10 the through balls were always going through quite nicely. The physicality side of him, not great, seeing as though he's 6'1", but I do think he's still got a good amount of strength to get his own way, basically. Maybe going one-on-one against Virgil, Varane, Militao. Yeah, it's not going to happen. But in the middle, you've got a bit of space. Keep the passing going with him. And naturally, he's a born finisher of the game. He's quick. He's got a pass. He's got the dribble. He is going to score you goals. And that is why his price tag is still at 540. He is a 10 out of 10 player for me. Other options that you could go for in icon standards, I personally don't go heavily reliant on cams this year, but I think if you are looking for somebody in that sort of price range, I don't know why we've clicked here, much easier to go with here. We'll go with icons and all, and then we'll sort by the position cam. Much easier to sort by that, and then we know who we've got. We'll go by price as well, because we've got all the primes, obviously. If we're looking at the same sort of price, obviously himself, Kaka, you've got a Socrates, who I believe can be lengthy. So that would be my personal favorite over Kaka. Personally, the 4-star, 5-star is still very, very wanted in the game. But if we are looking for somebody just that little bit cheaper, maybe 500 is out of your budget, and you still want an icon, then definitely we will look and see who's just below it. So we got Rivaldo. I know personally he can't be lengthy. Figo, again, a solid choice. He's got very good stats throughout. You're looking at a solid card right there. Blanc is another great one that you could look for if we're going down to the lowest sort of icons, which I wouldn't expect them to be at Kaka's level. If you're paying 200k compared to 550, I wouldn't necessarily say it's worth it. Personally, I would be looking out of the lower ones. I would say probably Hadji by the looks of things. I think he's going to be very similar, but not necessarily anywhere near as good, and that is just naturally what coins are for. If you look above him, you obviously go for your Peles, your Cruyffs. Kaka's coming in at that price because that is the price point for how good he is. But overall, I think he's a 10 out of 10 player. What I want to know is, who is your favorite icon in FIFA 23? Let me know if you've packed them, if you want them, and how much they are. If you want to check out the videos on the left-hand side, then make sure you do that, as they have been chosen for you. And if you want to subscribe whilst you're there, make sure you do, and I'll see you all for the next one. Peace.